There is a specific kind of silence in Kampot, Cambodia, the kind that doesn't feel empty, but rather full. It's the sound of the Preek Twik Chu River curling lazily around the town, the soft hum of scooters navigating colonial-era streets, and the distant, rhythmic ticking of a ceiling fan in an open-air cafe. In a region often defined by the frantic energy of its capital cities or the neon saturation of its tourist hubs, Kampot remains an anomaly. It is, unequivocally, the chilled-out soul of Cambodia. For the traveler weary of the bucket list grind, this riverside town is a masterclass in the art of doing nothing, beautifully. A landscape frozen in time. Kampot's charm is immediate. Unlike the polished tourist traps that often demand an itinerary packed from dawn to dusk, Kampot invites you to discard your watch. The town center is a vibrant, dusty collection of faded yellow French colonial shophouses and shuttered windows that seem to hold stories from a century ago. Walking through the old quarter, you aren't navigating a museum. You're walking through a living, breathing town that has prioritized its own rhythm over global trends. It's a place where you can grab a local iced coffee at the riverside, watch the sky turn a violent shade of violet as the sun sets, and feel like you've stumbled upon a secret that the rest of the world hasn't quite figured out yet. The world-class flavor of Kampot Pepper plantations. If Kampot has a heartbeat, it's found in its soil. The Kampot Pepper plantations are not just agricultural sites, they are pillars of culinary history. Thanks to a unique combination of quartz-rich soil and a perfect maritime climate, this region produces what is widely considered the finest pepper on the planet. Visiting a working farm, like the famous La Plantation, is a sensory experience. You'll walk through neat rows of vines, learn the meticulous process of drying peppercorns by hand, and sample everything from zesty green peppercorns to the deep, earthy richness of black pepper. It is a humble, grounding experience to see something so globally coveted growing quietly in the shadow of the mountains. Beyond the river. Adventure on Bokor Mountain. While the town is defined by its lazy reputation, it sits on the doorstep of wild, untamed nature. For those who need a break from the hammocks, Bokor Mountain is the ultimate escape. A drive up the winding road to the summit of the Bokor Hill Station reveals a different side of Cambodia. Here, you'll find remnants of a 1920s French hill station, abandoned casinos, a ghostly old Catholic church, and the Black Palace of King Sihanouk. The air is cooler, the mist is heavy, and the views over the Gulf of Thailand are panoramic and hauntingly beautiful. It is a surreal juxtaposition. The modern, manicured roads meeting the decaying, moss-covered architecture of the past. The Kampot effect, what truly makes Kampot one of the top things to do in Kampot, is not a specific site, but the Kampot effect. It's the tendency for travelers to arrive for a weekend and end up staying for a month. Maybe it's the salt fields, where during the dry season, workers rake salt by hand into perfect white pyramids that shimmer like diamonds under the harsh Cambodian sun. Maybe it's the firefly cruises, where you drift silently down the river at night, the darkness punctured only by the flickering bioluminescence of insects in the mangroves. Or perhaps it's simply the scale of life here. In this Cambodia river town, the pace isn't dictated by efficiency, but by the tides and the temperature. It is a place that demands presence. Travel tips for your visit. Getting there. Most travelers arrive via minivan from Phnom Penh, a roughly 3-hour journey. Best time to visit? Aim for the dry season, December to April, when the weather is warm but manageable, and the salt fields are in full glittering production. Getting around. Rent a scooter. The countryside surrounding the town, filled with palm trees, water buffalo, and waving children, is best explored on 2 wheels. Must eat. Don't leave without trying the local seafood, specifically the Kampot pepper crab. It is a dish that tastes like the very essence of the region. Kampot doesn't scream for your attention. It doesn't offer the massive temples of Siem Reap or the urban chaos of Phnom Penh. Instead, it offers something rarer, a place to breathe, a place to eat well, and a place to reconnect with the simple pleasure of existing. If you're looking for the soul of Cambodia, you'll find it here, drifting down the river, seasoned with the best pepper in the world,